guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the tailback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll try it over the left side. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. After run, now throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll immediately call timeout. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete downfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's King. It's complete to the left. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. Portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the grab. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They are up by 7 over Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the toss. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
We know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stockton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air. It's Grimes. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Pulls it in. It's Taylor.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Here we go. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. It's Babers. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running behind that left side. Not much doing there. He gets him to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Right back to the well. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Underwood. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The Wolverines need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Stewart. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Mark. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the move, it's Marshall. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 4 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Wilson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Fires to the big fella. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw again. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
offense gets set for second down. They want to run it left here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Can't meet the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. first half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the direction.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. He's got him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Key. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback keeps it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the Grove for a long time. They're up by 24 over Charlotte. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's Stewart. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Pulls it in, it's Powell. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Now on 1st down from the 30. On the run, it's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Marshall. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. The give from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease to the left. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And the 45 on its way. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Pushes ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. They'll try to run it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 11 over Ball State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here comes the Michigan offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the timing just a hair off. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Marshall. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And still a 1-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt. Execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a 1-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. 4th quarter, I got to go make this happen.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that, that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And the quarterback does exactly what he's supposed to do. You got to get rid of that football quick, get it to your wide receiver. And sometimes just before you catch those screens, you just bring those eyes down a little bit, lose concentration, and sometimes you get those drops.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Grimes. Got his man in the middle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Yellow Jackets inside the final minute, trying to drain the clock. Using his feet. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a catch on the left. There he goes. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Open spaces. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's 2-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in a section. 2-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
This crowd beside itself, trying to help that defense make a stand on the 2. He wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th.
Well, the offense handled their business. They get the 2-point conversion. They tie the game. Now it falls on the defense. Only seconds to go. You need a stop to force this thing to go to OT.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Grimes. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Here's the give off the left side. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They want to keep this drive alive. 3rd and short here in overtime. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Quick step and go. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.